Peace, brothers and sisters in humanity. I can't move on, right? I know I must get on your nerves sometimes, or probably all the time. But, guys, there are some things we have to speak about, all right? And this is now, I'm speaking to my Sunni community, okay? You really, guys, have to do something about this. That's because these people say they represent you. See, they go about all over the world and do da'wah and as their um, they doing actually something good for the Islam or defending Islam, like Islam needs human being to defend it. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, that's from Islam is from the beginning of Earth, right? Beginning of our, our, our lives, and it's still going on to this day. So he does not need, right? Islam does not need people to defend it. It will defend itself. The Quran will literally defend itself. Okay? So, now you have people running around, right, doing dawah. And they opened YouTube channels. And they're calling people kuffar and mushrikeen and laughing at people. They love getting together. They love a party. I'm telling you, they love a party. Right? And then they had a bit of followers and they're going a bit dulali. Honestly, they're going a bit too crazy now. So someone has to stop this. Someone has to stop this, all right? As a brother like you, all right? You, my community, I love you guys, all right? When you do Sharia law, you can kill me. I don't care. But for now, we live in peace, all right? But the thing is, you have to stop these people. You really have to. Because they do not produce anything. I mean, I feel for the man. Don't get me wrong. I feel for the man, right? But if you read the Quran, he's done it to himself. Whatever problem he has, he's done it to himself. And to do bad things to yourself at this age, that means you are not mature. Okay? You are not mature. Simple as that, Hamza. Okay? I know there is videos people talked about you, made videos about you, and you didn't like it, so you done another video. So this is his channels, guys, alright? You come and watch the videos. This video is in his channel. You can watch the videos. There's one before that one as well. So a lot of people talked about him. And he didn't like it, so he made a video. He didn't realize what he was actually doing. Because this is not his first fundraiser. This guy, I don't know, they go from dawa to bank managers. I don't understand this, right? You go from dawa, which is spreading the word of God, right, to someone selling like clothing in his channel and raising money for I don't know. I don't think you can teach someone praying with money. Even if you give someone a mat, you ain't gonna learn how to pray from a mat. It's not. He can learn to pray from videos. You guys doing free of charge videos to teach people. That's what I think is a good deed, right? Even I don't believe in praying altogether, but it doesn't matter. If you think you're doing something good, do it for free. That's al-amal al-salih. That's the good deed. The problem with this Hamza, right, and I call him illogical Hamza. That's because he keeps going on about logic. And I gave him, it's always best to simplify what they say and what they think, because they will not have an answer to that. Okay? So, you ask Hamza, is the Quran complete? Because there's verses in it say the Quran is complete. And he goes, yes. So, Hamza, if it's complete, so I don't need another source. And he goes, no, you have to have another source. So what's your proof? Ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul. Okay, so now, how are you going to tell people that the Quran has no contradictions? How? How? A complete book that needs another book. I've never heard of that. There's no logic here, Hamza. And that's why you got yourself into trouble. Now that's why you're raising money. Okay, let's listen to some of it. Let's let him explain. Because to normal people, okay, they go to a bank. If you want to invest, you go to a bank. Okay, like normal people, yeah? That's because you go on about interest. So you got yourself in debt. So you paying interest now. Don't you say that interest is haram? There's so many contradictions, you see. You don't practice what you preach. And if you keep doing that, you will get found out. You will be cornered one day because the Creator will not let you guys get away with it. Okay? It's not me, right, who's saying that. He actually came out asking for 25 to 50,000. I mean, it started 50,000 and then he's gone half of it, 25,000. Why do you think? Because he got himself in debt. So that's why these people do not produce nothing for you Sunnis. They do absolutely nothing for you. They raise your money. You don't know where that money goes. Your Ramadan money or zakat money, you really don't know where that money goes. You really don't know. No one knows. I mean, look to another contradictions. Two of them, actually. Why do you guys, I mean, I used to fast. I mean, I fasted for a long time, mate. Do you know what I mean? I only stopped fasting the last 2 years. The last 2 years, actually. You know why? Because I live with my community, you see. I live with Sunnis and all. I work with Sunnis, some of them Sunnis and that. So I just couldn't let it go. It's like, it's a good, because obviously it's part of traditions, isn't it? I mean, when you start doing fasting for 10 years, it's kind of hard when you do it for 30 years. You've been fasting for 30 years or 35 years. Do you know what I mean? And then let it go. It's not easy because it's tradition. If you think about it, it is part of tradition now. It's nothing to do with Islam. So it was kind of hard for me to actually, so I won't have to eat at a certain time. I used to go out and see my mates after that. I used to go out, you see. So you can't let it go. But the last 2 years, I just had enough. I said, I don't care about tradition anymore. Do you know what I mean? I was even fasting thinking, oh no, God didn't ask me to do that. But I was doing it anyway. This is how deep the thing is ingrained on us, in us. Do you know what I mean? It's in our DNA. And why I'm passionate, because sorry, I am Algerian. So if you guys know Algerians, you know how we are. Right? It's our DNA. Right? We can't help it. When I speak like that yesterday, like the one I done in I think it's passion. That's all. It's not me being emotional, pissed off or something. I was raised this way. It's in my DNA. So I apologize about that. Actually, I apologize about that because sometimes I just, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to Hamza. Yeah, let's listen to the guy. And I feel for the guy because being in debt, it's not an easy thing.
Kind of, this is the explanation. I've been the link tonight. So this is the explanation to the GoFundMe. This caused so much controversy.
All right, let's stop it there. So because he is obviously embarrassed, more like it. I don't know if he is. I don't know. I don't know what's in his heart. I don't know nothing. I'm going to be honest. So I can't be a hypocrite. Now I'll ask you Sunnis. People used to ask me when I was fasting, and you go like, why do you fast? And the main thing I say, like every Sunni, it's like to remember the poor. Yeah, to remember the poor. And why do you pay zakat? To give it to the poor. Okay, that's a good thing. But when you think about it, all right, if we have normal people, yeah, not the poor people, have to fast, right, to remember the poor. Why do poor people have to fast? To remember who? People in the grave. See. And the second thing, you think the zakat goes to the poor, yeah? But the poor have to pay zakat as well to purify their fasting. And you say to me, it's £5 or whatever, yeah, a person. And you say, have you And what's that money for? To purify your fasting. Okay. So yeah, you're about to pay, and you go like, do you have kids? And he's like, yeah, but yeah, I've got kids, but they're really young, like 2 and 4. He goes, oh, you have to pay for them as well. I mean, I pay zakat to purify my fasting, yeah, but my kids did not fast. Why am I paying for my kids? They're not old enough to fast. Why am I paying for them? Why am I purifying what? They have, they're not fasting. Even if you have a baby, you still have to pay. Even the poor people in the hadith, you still have to pay. I don't know. I ask questions. It's just contradictions. You see, it's not. There's no logic like Hamza logic.
Controversy. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. So I haven't scripted this at all. Really, I haven't wrote anything down. I just do this as I do everything. Methodological. Alhamdulillah. Uncle Omar visited my shop today. Okay. Right.
So Hamza's got a shop. Remember that, yeah? He's got a shop. I don't know what shop it is. I don't know. I really don't know. But I see them selling merchandise in their channels and that, yeah?
Inshallah, Layla, inshallah. But I don't know. I mean, I was shocked it's the month of Ramadan, and this has actually happened. So, without further ado, I'll tell you the kind of format I'm looking to run this at. Yeah. So basically, the first thing I want to do is to kind of explain where the idea of doing what inspired the GoFundMe. I'll show you. So what created the, let's say, the territory for me to even consider the GoFundMe, yeah, and then we can take it from there. So let's start with that. So it all started, I'll be honest with you, last Ramadan, yeah, last Ramadan, and I saw, mashallah, was it Sapiens Institute did a fundraiser called we need so many defenders, 2,000 defenders or something along those lines, where they raised, mashallah, a certain amount of money to fund the future projects they had in mind. Now, I've always had this intention, and it's been growing, mashallah, to do what I do full time. Now, people may detract from what I do. People may not like what I do. People not understand what I do. But a lot of people do understand what I do, and I know what I do, mashallah, is effective. And the reason I know it's effective is because of the feedback I get wherever I go, mashallah. Wherever I go, people meet me and say, oh, yo Hamza, wow, I have to say I love your channel. You don't know how effect it's had. You don't know how it's affected my life. You don't know how you've changed this. You know, I didn't really practice Islam, but when I was watching your videos, mashallah, you've made my man stronger, yeah? Or I get,
So by saying that, Hamza, you're going completely against the Quran. Because you think you're guiding people, isn't it, Hamza? You think a person can guide people. So all this, you see what I'm saying? I said they get people, and then they start reading and believing comments. So I'm saying they actually believe them comments, and they think they're high up now. That's why they talk down to other people. They do that. I'm not saying, you know, guys. They talk down to other people that they're idiots, they're illogical, they're stupid. That's what they do in their channels. You go and watch them. What have you produced, Hamza? Please. I'm still to this now. Right? What have you done to the community? What have you given to the community from your pockets? From I don't know. What have you created anything to help the sick? Let's say, for instance. I don't know. Have you done anything to produce anything to help humanity develop or move forward? All you do is words. All you do is talk, air. Like I can talk. I can talk. Everyone can talk. See? You're not as smart as you think you are, Hamza. You're not as clever as you think you are. I mean, simple logic will kill everything you stand for. Simple logic. So, God created man and women. When I say man and women, that means responsible people and dependents. So you can't class yourself now as a man. You have to class yourself as a woman. Okay? Because you do not have the qualities or the money. You're 100% woman. Right? According to the Quran. Most people go to the bank. I want to start something, I go to the bank. I'll ask for a loan to start a project, because I don't have to start a project and you did not have to start a project. Okay? You thought it and you came up with it, you thought it was a good idea, so you went ahead with it, yeah? You didn't ask your viewers to help them. And you raised money, a lot. You raised a lot of money. Okay? And then you raise money for your website or for your YouTube channel. So that means you are getting paid from YouTube as well. To do what? To do what you think you're doing, which is guidance. So you get paid from doing guidance, isn't it? Yeah? So you think you can guide people. So you took the role of the creator, because he said he will own him. He can guide the people that they want to be guided. So you do not guide. It's just it's an illusion. You do not create nothing. You don't help anything. But you started a project as an adult, so you knew what you was doing, isn't it? Usually when you go to the bank and then your project goes wrong, you will have to pay for it. But to get yourself into deep debt of 50,000 or something, while you've been doing nothing the whole year except talking, or traveling, doing dawa, or doing this, or going Qatar, going this, going there, going there, going there, and having your food parties and that. Because you love a food party, I'm telling you. I know them, mate. And then, if you lose the money, the bank will come and get what you have. Simples. So you have to think twice before going to the bank. But you don't have to think twice to do a YouTube video and do a fundraiser. Because whatever happens to that money, you don't have to pay it back. And that's a debt. You think that money, people are giving it to you, yeah? People are giving it to you. But the Creator knows that you have a debt on you. So the community helped you. You have to help the community back, because there's nothing for nothing in the Quran. So what you're going to produce for the community to pay your debt. Do you understand that? Because that money is not from the community. That money is still from the Creator. That's His. Everything is His. And He has not given it to you. He's given it to other people. So you're taking it from them. But that money is still His money. That's a debt on you. He's going to be asking you, where did you spend that money? Paying your debt, it's not a reason. You got yourself into it, you get yourself out of it. As a man, as a person who thinks he can ridicule people, he can call other people kuffar, mushrikeen, zanadiq, on and on and on and on. So, as a human being, I feel for you. But as a dawa person, you should not be doing it. And if my Sunni brothers can hear me, they should stop this. All of this YouTube and dawa people. The ones, okay? Because dawa people have been doing it for years, right? But this lot here, gone a bit to a different level. Dawa used to be done quietly. But this lot are doing it globally. But, and then they turn it into a business. And he's doing all this. He's got a shop, he's got a that, he's got a lot, he's got a few businesses. Help me develop my YouTube channel, £7,000 every 3 months. I don't know, mate. It's like me asking you guys, help me build my channel. I mean, how's that normal, man? How's that normal? You are not a TV channel. You don't pay no taxes, no nothing. You don't have people. Oh, he said to pay translators and editors. You think he's doing like, I don't know, like Breaking Bad or something, like a lot of movement and dialogue and all that. The guy sits and talks. I mean, I do. You guys can hear me now, innit? Can hear me. I don't have to do any editing, you know what I mean? Because this is not an editing thing. You don't edit things. It's what you say. It's the words. It's the verses from the Quran. So you don't have to look at anything. You can just put headphones on and you're listening, like a radio. Do you know what I mean? So I don't have any of this translate. Translate it to what? Translate your English to Sunni Arabic. So you can bring more Sunnis so you can ask them for money. I know that Sunni brothers are very, very kind. That's what I'm saying. You see the kindness of these people. They can't even see through him. So they're kind to him and they're actually giving him money. That's the kindness of Sunni people. Because they think they're doing something good. Deeply down, they think they're doing something good. But this is not good for you guys, honestly. It's not giving you... and I'm sure if I go if I do more search, it's going to be like other people talking about this, and probably some of them not even Sunnis, the probably Christians or something like that, or people that don't believe in a creator at all. They're going to be talking about this. I mean, this is global. You don't get yourself in debt and then ask for help from your viewers. You're supposed to be guiding them, not taking money from them. See, they have to stop this money business with their channels. They're not supposed to be doing that. If they follow what they preach, they should be all working. Not doing this. If you want to do this, it's in your free time. You know what I mean? This is not a business. This is a guidance. This is telling people finding out the truth. Don't use it as a business. It does not work. It really doesn't. But because it's like, this is it. Status quo, you know. You have to accept it. Don't accept this, really. It's giving you a bad name. And I'm one of you, so it's giving me a bad name. Okay, guys. That's all I got to say. If you want to hear the rest of the video, his excuses, whatever. But to me, a million excuses wouldn't work it out. You solve your own problems. Like everyone else. Has nothing, your problem has nothing to do with the da'wah. This is begging, basically. And then what makes you think you're going to stop? Because you're obviously a bad businessman, innit? You're a terrible businessman. 10 years, you said? 10 years of bad business, man. Come on. You should not want to give up. But I know why you can't give up, because you can never work for other people. Because you guys think you're high up. You can't work for other people or something. I don't know. But like everyone else. Like a poor Sunni who goes to work and, do you know what I mean? And then gives you his money every Friday in zakat and, you know what I mean? That's extortion, man. That shouldn't be, this shouldn't be legal, honestly. This should not be legal. Anyway, guys, right, you look after yourselves, and I'm going to give up. I'm going to stop talking about this lot unless I see a video that shocks me, like this one. It just shocked me. And I don't look for them, because obviously when you watch a video, YouTube, we recommend a lot of videos and you come up with this. They all come up to my channel, so I have to. I seen it. I can't unsee it. So I have to talk. I have to say something in it. Peace out.